Did you know that a lot of people are spending 3 to 5 times more credits than they actually need when creating AI videos in Google Flow? And here's the crazy part. There's a super simple trick that lets you create multiple scenes in a single render, save a ton of credits, and still get surprisingly consistent results. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to use image grids and multi-shot prompts to create AI videos faster, cheaper, and way more efficiently. If you're into powerful AI tools that can save you time and help you make money online, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the JACKY AI Flow family. And definitely stick around until the end of this video, because I'm going to share a workflow that's probably the closest thing to frames to video. And honestly, it might completely change the way you create AI videos from now on. Let's jump right in. Alright, so if you're brand new to Google Flow, don't worry, I'm going to keep this super simple. Normally, when people create AI videos, they generate every single scene one by one, but there's a big problem with that approach. First, it costs a lot more credits. Second, it takes a lot more time. And third, sometimes your scenes don't even match each other. Have you ever had this happen? Your character looks amazing in scene 1, and then suddenly in scene 2, they have a completely different face or outfit? Yeah, we've all been there. That's exactly where Multishot comes in. Multishot simply means creating multiple scenes inside one single prompt. For example, Scene 1, your character opens a laptop. Scene 2, they see something shocking on the screen. Scene 3, they smile because they just got great news. All of those scenes can be generated in one render. Pretty cool, right? And if you use it correctly, you can cut your credit usage dramatically. Now let's get to the fun part. We all know that frames to video is one of the most reliable ways to create AI videos, but it has one big limitation. You can only use one frame. So what if you need multiple scenes? That's where image grids come in. Imagine you have a single image divided into 4 boxes: box 1, box 2, box 3, and box 4. Each box represents a different scene. Imagine a character learning AI and making their first dollar online. In the first box, they're sitting at their computer studying. In the second box, they see a notification that they just earned money. In the third box, they jump up in excitement. And in the fourth box, they're giving a thumbs up to the camera. Now all I have to do is upload this 2x2 image grid into Google Flow as an ingredient. No need to lock it, just upload it. Then in my prompt, I simply write, using this 2x2 grid, create a video sequence of a person learning AI and earning their first online income. Then I define the shots. Shot 1 should match the top left image. Shot 2 should match the top right image. Shot 3 should match the bottom left image, and shot 4 should match the bottom right image. That's it. Super simple. Now I hit generate. One thing I really love about this method is that the results don't have to be perfect. Every shot just needs to be good enough to use, because later we can always cut it, edit it, mix scenes together, or polish everything inside CapCut or Premiere Pro. If you create every scene separately, you'll spend way more credits. And if one scene comes out bad, you have to generate it again, which means more credits, more time, more frustration. Those costs add up really fast. Now, here's a question I get all the time. Jackie, if I already have image references for each scene, do I still need to describe the camera angles and actions? The answer is not necessarily. You can let the AI make those decisions for you. But remember, when you don't provide any instructions, you're giving the AI complete creative freedom. Sometimes it creates something amazing, but other times, it goes in a totally different direction. That's why I still like adding a few extra details. Camera angles, character actions, camera movement. Just a few lines can make your results much more consistent. There's one more thing you should know. Sometimes an image grid contains too much information and Omni can get a little confused. It might mix up scenes, change the character, or ignore some important details. So is there an even better method? Actually, yes. And this is the workflow I personally use the most. Instead of using one big grid, you can use multiple individual images. For example, Image 1, an astronaut standing on the moon. Image 2, the astronaut discovers a mysterious portal. Image 3, the portal begins to glow. Image 4, the astronaut steps inside. Now I upload all 4 images separately. Then I lock each reference. After that, my prompt looks something like this. Shot 1 uses reference 1. Shot 2 uses reference 2. Shot 3 uses reference 3. Shot 4 uses reference 4. Then I simply describe the camera angle, the action, and the camera movement, and repeat that process for every shot. That's it. It's honestly one of the closest workflows to frames to video that I've found. In my experience, Omni handles this workflow much better than Veo. Is it perfect? No. Sometimes a few shots still come out wrong. But honestly, if you generate 4 scenes and 3 of them are usable, you've already saved a huge amount of time and credits. And that's exactly how a lot of AI creators are producing videos at scale right now. I hope this video helped you better understand how to create multi-shot videos in Google Flow. If you learned something new today, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. Subscribe to JACKY AI Flow so you don't miss any new AI tools, tutorials, and money-making strategies. And remember, if I was able to do this, trust me, you can too, and you'll probably do it even better. Now I want to hear from you. Which method do you prefer? Image grids or multiple references? Drop your answer in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end, and I'll see you in the next video.